Hey everybody, it's Kristen Lee. I have a special guest with me today. This is my puppy Sandy. She's giving me kisses. Anyway, so as you all know, this past weekend I was in Missouri for Nehemiah Festival, which is absolutely wonderful. Got to minister to a lot of people, and it was such a blessing to get to talk to everybody and really see how some music encouraged some people. But I really wanted to talk about our adventure of getting there. We had a nice long, about 9-10 hour car ride, me and my husband and Miss Sandy. And about 10 miles before we got to the festival, our car decided to break down. We couldn't drive it. It just, power steering went out. Everything just went up in smoke, pretty much. Well, we pulled over on the side of the road, and my husband was looking at the car, and there was a part missing, and we were like, oh gosh, we were hoping it wouldn't be too bad, too expensive, so we're like, well, we'll call our roadside. Called roadside, and it was an absolute mess. They couldn't figure out where we were, even though we told them numerous times. They sent a tow truck to Kansas City, Kansas, instead of Kansas City, Missouri. So we were just kind of stuck there on the side of the road, and all these cars were passing us, and we were just like, what are we going to do? I knew that being so close to the festival that somebody would come pick us up so we could time, but this whole thing about the car, we had to be back to work on Monday. There were so many things going through our heads. So I just started praying. I was like, God, please do something. I don't know what, but please send somebody our way. And I am not kidding you. About a minute after I prayed that prayer, these wonderful people pulled over and asked if we needed any assistance. And one of these people was a police officer who was off duty, him and his wife. And they said that they saw me sitting there on the side of the road with Sandy and just felt led of the Spirit to stop. And they were so kind. They stayed with us through the whole fiasco. It took about 2 hours talking to insurance people, and nothing ever happened with roadside. We could never get them to figure out where we were. So this nice man, Duncan, he took my husband to go get the part, which thankfully was only $20, and it was super easy, they said, to fix. And his wife took me to my show. And they were able to stay throughout the whole thing, and it was just such a blessing. And at the time, I was like, God, why are you doing this? Why in the world are we stuck on the side of the road? But after meeting these people, I kind of realized that, God might have a bigger purpose. Sometimes meeting people, and sometimes we don't understand why, but usually He has a will. And if you're all watching this right now, Duncan and Jan, thank you so much for stopping to help out a couple strangers and a dog. And it was such a blessing getting to meet you all. But it reminded me so much of the story in the Bible about the Good Samaritan who stopped and helped a man in need. And at that time, I felt absolutely, totally alone and in need. And I'm just so thankful that there are still Good Samaritans in the world. But this kind of has led me to this song. It's been in my mind all week long. An old favorite, I'm sure of everybody's. But I just love the words so much. Amazing grace. And I know without His grace, I wouldn't be here. And I'm so thankful for everything He's done. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to feel disappear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no last days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Thank you.